Okay, so hey there everyone, how is it going? My name is Charlie and today I am back for another story time. It's been a while, the last one we did was the Cripes incident. So, what am I doing today? Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about the Italian job. Now, no, it's not the film, no, it's not the remake of the film, no, it's not any sequels or parodies or whatever. This is about when I went to Italy on a school ski trip and it kind of went a little bit wrong. So, much like with the Cripes incident, it involves me, but I'm not the perpetrator here. So, we went skiing probably 3 years ago now. 2-3 years ago? I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago. We went to a place called Calabier. It's in Italy. So we went there, and first of all, we landed at I think it was Milano Airport, which was about 4 hours away from where we were staying. We had to do a 4-hour coach journey along tight mountain roads and stuff, and I was just like, oh, this isn't good. I managed to fall asleep, so I don't really remember the bus journey from the airport to the hotel. I more remember the one from the hotel to the airport on the way back. But it was a really long journey, and there were airports closer by, so instantly that was off to a bad start because we were on a bus for ages, which was really, really annoying. And we also flew there on Ryanair. Sorry, I really don't like Ryanair. And yeah, so it was off to a bit of an iffy start. So when we arrived at the hotel, it's a school trip. It was the first school trip I'd ever been on to a proper abroad. The first school trip. So I don't really know what I was expecting, but the hotel was not the greatest, shall we say? It was a family-run hotel. It was okay when you're just you're not there most of the time. Well, no, actually you are there most of the time. You were there quite a lot of the time. So it was a family-run hotel. There were just a few things that just were a bit off. But beside that, we got a room. There were 5 of us in the room. There was me, my friend, and then 3 people that I had no idea who the hell they were. And so we got given this room. It was all right. It clearly wasn't meant for 5 people, but it was okay. We had kind of two beds there. A bed that kind of went across the foot of those 2 beds. So you had to climb over one of the beds to get to the one nearest the window on the far side. We did have a bathroom, so we had our own bathroom area where there was a shower and a toilet and a sink. It was pretty basic, but it got the job done. Which, thank God, it had a lock on it, or else I would have just died. So there was that. There was those 2 beds, and then there was a bunk bed which me and my friend went on. So I think I was on the bottom and he was on the top. And yeah, so that was our room. It was quite small, but we did have a balcony, which normally would sound amazing. But it was snowing, because we were up in a mountain on a ski trip, of course. So that kind of, that got left open one night. I think it may have actually been the first night. We kind of left it open because it got quite warm in there. I don't think the radiators ever turned off. So it got quite warm, so we opened that, but we kind of all fell asleep and balcony door stayed open. There was a blizzard overnight. We woke up the next morning, and because I was closest to the door, I just had this massive thing of snow around me, and I was just like, oh no. And it was freezing, because we'd also left the windows. But that's not the only thing bad that had happened that night. This is kind of the biggest thing that kind of went badly, and it recurred every night aside from the last night. And I'll get onto that in a bit. But basically, the 3 other people that we were in a room with, they kind of took the mattress off and started getting the planks from underneath. I don't know what they're called. The planks that kind of go across. It's on most beds. And they started getting them, either snapping them or just outright chucking them out the window. They probably got half a bed out between them. So it was just a bit stupid. It was just really, really stupid. Me and my friend, we were just like, yeah, we're not part of this at all. We're not part of this. Don't want to be part of this. So we were just there, on our tablets and iPads and stuff. And they were just doing their thing. And then the owners of the hotel got the teachers and were like, oh, by the way, half a room is out littering the front of the hotel. So of course we all got a massive yelling out for that, which was not fun. It was not fun. And that pretty much happened every night. There was always something different. There was some other incidents, but not as bad as that. But it was just a recurring thing. I was just like, I really want to move. And my friend was like, yeah, I want to move as well. Because it was like midnight when they finally shut up every night, and it was just bad. So we kept asking teachers, can we move, can we move? We're the only people in this goddamn hotel, and there's like 4 floors above us that must be vacant because we're on the top floor that our school's on. And they were like, yeah, okay, we'll get you a different room, we'll move you. It took them like 5 nights, and then it was on the last night that we finally got to move. And that night was brilliant. Although we did have to wake up at 3:30. But we'll get on to that in a bit. So, the skiing. I had been for a couple of lessons up at the Snowdome or whatever it's called. And, you know, I could do the very basic. Go down, snowplow. I'm fine. I can do that. But immediately, on the first full day, so the actual first day when we arrived, we went down, we got fitted for our ski stuff and everything. And then we went back to our hotel and had pasta. And then the next morning we kind of all woke up. We had something for breakfast. I can't remember what the hell we had for breakfast. I think it was just cereals. And then we went down to the ski place, which was luckily like only a 2-3 minute walk. So we did that every day. And when we got down there, immediately they gave out all of our ski stuff. We all were suited and booted and ready to go. And they lined us up across, just in a massive line. There were like 50 of us just lined up on this ski slope. And they said, okay, if you are good at skiing, go there. If you're terrible, go there. So I was like, they more said, like, if you have no experience, go down there. And I was like, well, I kind of have a little bit. And then these people that couldn't even go in a straight line, going right to the bottom. So I was like, where the hell do I go? Because I can do this sort of thing. So I kind of went about probably a fifth of the way along. Yeah, probably about a fifth. My friend, because he skis all the time, he went all the way up to like the very end. And I was just kind of like, oh, I'm all on my own. Don't know anyone here. So yeah, I was kind of just there, and I was like, oh, I really don't know what to do. And instead of maybe just letting us go down on the really shallow slope that it was, they were like, okay, the first group's going, and then it was our group. And we went straight to the top of the Clavier Mountain, and we were told, okay, we're going to learn whilst we do this, so don't screw it up, and also be careful when you're getting off the thing, don't fall over, because you'll get someone running over you from behind. So immediately, go up the stair lift. Ski lift, there we go, ski lift of course, and I fall off at the end, so does the other 3 people on the bench that I was on. We all fell off when we got off, which was bad because I think someone's ski got tangled around mine and I was tangled around someone because we didn't sit properly or something stupid, and we all fell over, and then it was the other group right behind us and we were like scrambling to try and get up and get going before they hit us. And then as soon as you get off the ski lift, it's like a nice little slope and then a down. It's like, and then you go down. So like, okay, go. We're just looking at our groups like, what? Go, we're in like the bottom group. What do you mean? Go. You said if you don't have any experience or very little, go here. And you're just telling us to go. Seems safe, right? No, it's not. So we all went down. All fell over many times. I did gain confidence as the days went over and passed. And yeah, it was, you know, the actual skiing portion, aside from that first day, was actually really good. We did some amazing stuff. But yeah, that first day of just being told go, that was a bit intimidating. But I did eventually get there. You know, I could do a bit more than just snowplow by the end of it. And so the skiing part was actually pretty good. There was also night activities, which were interesting. Sorry. So there were like a few challenges that we had to do. It was like team building, but it wasn't really, because it was just putting us into random groups. It was like a quizzes about teachers. It was random, and then like pass the balloons, but you couldn't use your hand, so you had to like, you had the balloon there and you had to kind of to other people, which was very, very awkward the entire time, because your face was here and someone else was like there, and you're like, this is weird. It was just strange. And then there was another one where we kind of went out to like a club almost. It was like a bar, but then it had a proper DJ and everything, and I was just like, okay. We all got one drink. Somebody still managed to throw up despite not having any alcohol. I'm not sure how that happens. But yeah, that happened. On another one night, we kind of got on like these what are they called? Snow ski? No. What are they called? Snowmobiles. There we go, snowmobiles. And we all went up. We weren't driving them, obviously. We were in, like, they had the snowmobiles, and then there was a trailer with like 2 benches that we all sat on. So they were doing trips up and down to get all 50 of us up. Because there was a restaurant, not restaurant, but like a restaurant-y thing up on the top of the slope, which was quite nice. We had hot chocolates. Yes. But by the time we were all going back down, it was pitch black. And as we were going down quite fast. He wasn't being gentle or anything. He was going fast. So it was really uncomfortable in the back, because there was no suspension or anything. It was just literally, you feel all the bumps. And as we were going down, he kind of stopped really suddenly. So we all kind of like, oh, okay. And it turns out there was this dog that was from the village, and it was like 1 kilometre up the slope where we were. And we were like, mate, you're not meant to be up here. And it turns out he had a broken leg. So that was interesting. And then we just left him. We were like, oh, we should pick him up and take him back down. They were like, no. You just left this dog with a broken leg halfway up the slope. Like, seriously. The other groups also saw him, like that dog, and they all asked to stop and get him, and they all said no. Not us, not the students, the drivers. They were like, no, he'll be fine, he'll make it back down. Not sure if he did or not. He may have just fallen off the edge. He may have made it back down. I don't know. But yeah, that was a bit sketchy, a bit weird, wasn't it? Not helping a dog that looks like it's got a broken leg. It's not right. So that was just really weird. Like, why would you not help a dog? It wasn't a stray, it had a collar. What? Like, I just don't understand that. But we got back to the hotel, everything was fine. There was one night where I'd really hurt myself, so I couldn't go out and do the thing. I can't remember what it was. I think it was like going down on bin lids or something stupid. Everyone got like 1 run down. So I was like, well, I really didn't miss out on much then. They were like, no, you didn't. Because by that time it hadn't snowed in a couple of days and was quite warm, so it was like turning into slush and water. So it wasn't that bad that I missed that one, but you know. Okay, so on the last night we finally got moved, me and my friend. We got into our own little room, and it was nice. It had 2 beds. There was plenty of room. We had an ensuite because it's a hotel. You've got to have an ensuite. But it also had a balcony, which was nice. I don't think I have any photos. But it was really nice. But we had to set an alarm on the iPad, and we set an alarm on it for 3:30 because we had to get on the bus at 4. So we were all told, set your alarms for 3:30, get ready, get packed. So I was like, well, fine, I'll just sleep in the clothes that I'm gonna go in tomorrow, which was a good idea because the alarm didn't go off. Whether we didn't actually set it or something, I don't know, but it didn't go off. And we were woken up to the teachers like banging on our desk door, and we were the last ones, and we were like, oh my god, we haven't brushed our teeth, we haven't even gone up. My friend wasn't dressed, he was in his pyjamas or whatever, and it was just like, we're meant to go in 2 minutes, and we're just like, we're not gonna make it. We missed the kind of like breakfasty thing, so they had to give us the remaining few bits at the airport, but so yeah, we were just kind of like scrambling around that day. I'm pretty sure I left something in Italy. I don't know what, but I always had that feeling I've left something. I always get that feeling when I leave a place, but I seriously think I may have that day, just because we were in such a rush. So we kind of ran down the stairs. We were the last ones. Our teacher was like, "Come on, we're going to be late," and we were just like, "Oh, sorry, whoops, forgot about that. The alarm didn't go off," and they were like, "Yeah, whatever." And then everyone was already on the bus, and we were like, "Oh, this is really awkward." So we shut up. So we got on the bus and we took our seats, got our bags loaded, thank God, and then we went on that 4-hour bus journey where I think I slept about 2 hours, but I probably didn't even do that because I remember the whole bus journey. I may have fallen asleep for a couple of minutes, but yeah, I remember the entire bus journey, and it was just painful. It was just painful. Then we arrived at the airport and people were like, "Oh my God, I've left liquids in my bag or something," and it was just like, "Oh, this is a catastrophe." It just went so bad at that point because we were like, "Where do we check in? This isn't check-in, but where do we go?" The bus has dropped us off at the wrong point, and turns out no, the airport was just going under some really extensive maintenance or refurb or something. And yeah, it was just crap. We had to find the EasyJet one because we were booked on a different airline to where we came, and it was just EasyJet, and that was on a different part to where that one was, and it was bad. And then the flight was delayed for like 20 minutes or something stupid. But we got on it eventually at like 7 a.m. No, probably 8 a.m. by the time we actually got on board, and it was just like, ugh. It was an okay flight back. I like EasyJet. I'd be more than happy to fly for EasyJet. But it was just like, I really don't want to be going back because skiing, unless you haven't been, you won't understand this. Wait, what? No, unless you have been, you won't understand this. The views up there and like just how clear everything is when you're up on the actual mountains, not necessarily in towns or whatever, but when you're up on the mountains, like the views and how clean everything is just amazing compared to this. You're even driving back down, you're like, oh, it's getting dirtier, it's getting darker, it's just, no. And then we made it back to, I think we arrived at Luton. No, we didn't. No, it was Luton. We arrived back at Luton and it was just, oh yeah, we're going under some pretty extensive work as well, and we were like, great, fantastic. Security took forever. Apparently we got told off for loitering by security because we had no idea where to go, because we were through before the teachers. They were like, "Oh, stay behind and just wait for everyone to go through." So we were being yelled at because we couldn't go on because we didn't know where to go. I'd never been there. I don't think anyone else had either. And yeah, so yeah, that happened. And then the bus was like late. It was a bit of a catastrophe. And at the time, I then got back having had this trip that was like, and our house was in bits. Our lounge had no carpet. I was immediately, okay, put your bags down, moving the sofas. Because we used to have a conservatory just out the window that's there, that you can't see. And we had it converted, another story into and that was like the day of main like starting, and I was like, I just want to sleep, but I couldn't because I then had to help move stuff and cut up carpet, and then it just wasn't a good overall thing. But I would definitely go skiing again, just not there. Hell no. I didn't even mention, when we were in our hotel room, we went out, I think it was the second day, and one of the people in our room had left their money in their bag, which they just said, just don't do it, there's probably no chance of it going missing or anything. And the hotel stole the money, we believe. We believe that the cleaners came in, went through their bag, pretty sure they went through mine, but I didn't leave anything in there. And yeah, they were just like, they lost like €100 or something crazy high like that, and it was just, oh, yeah. I'd go skiing again. It was fun. The actual skiing was fun. The hotel, the location, not so much. But yeah, that was the Italian job. I really hope that you enjoyed this story time, and if you do want to see some more, then please do make sure to leave a like and subscribe so that I know that you guys really love these kind of videos, because I prefer these to doing the gaming, because these are more personal than playing Fortnite and getting a win with no kills, which we did, by the way. You know, go and check out the videos if you're into those kind of things, but I prefer doing these, so please, if you're still here, let me know in the comments if you prefer this type of video or a gaming video or a vlog. Not that I do much in vlogs. I prefer these. These are my favourite kind of videos to do, the story times, the Q&As and stuff. But yeah, let me know and I will see you in the next one. See you later. Bye bye.
I just can't wait until the summer, where my spirit's free, no one's stopping